relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana, so relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, to take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take.
Yeah. Happy Sunday Fun Day. It's your boy, Mr. Next Step himself. And who? Oh my gosh, Kay, where you at, brother? You sent the, is it you used the link I just sent you? All right, so I gotta add you to the scene because your link still ain't working then, right? Or did you even try it? All right, it's all
There
good.
he is.
I got you.
Not
I
the
got
Mexican
you.
effect, y'all.
I got you, brother. Hey, man, listen. Happy Sunday Fun Day. It's your boy Next Step and who?
Okay.
And his tier one straight off the past the pulpit. Yeah. That's what you're doing right now, right? We appreciate you, brother. How was your weekend thus far, though?
Weekend was good, man. Weekend was good. I was watching a lot of basketball. We're definitely going to get into the Clippers. We're definitely going to get into a lot of college basketball and stuff like that. But I heard we got a special guest today, man.
Yes, we will have a special guest today, man. It's my brother, like any other, Mr. Kevin Slaughter, Audrey's first girls basketball team's champion, Mr. Kevin Slaughter. We will have him in here in a few. Just want to get our beginning out before we we bring the guests in. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, man, happy birthday to my daughter Anela. Just turned 18. She's growing up so fast, man. We went to Top Golf last night. For the first time, that was my first time there. It was fun. We gotta get the guys together and go to that joint. That joint is fun as all hell.
Okay.
But I did horrible, but I I I got it. I can start getting the hang of it at the end. But what you do this weekend, brother?
Nothing much. Just like I said, fed my face and watched basketball pretty much. Um, that's it. Didn't pretty much talk to my brother and everything. Yeah, it was pretty smooth. I know on Friday, I mean, I went to play bingo, and I didn't know it got that competitive.
Oh,
So next
you went with the
year,
old view? You went with the older
oh
crew?
no, I went with LaShawn and Paige, and I did not know it was that competitive, man, for these prizes. And they had like the 50-50 giveaway and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people were buying, like, it's called like a all cover card or something like that. For all you big old vets out there,
Yes, sir.
please, dial in, give me some pointers on how to, like, beat bingo and stuff like that. Because I mean, people were getting 3 and 4 cards and filling out 3 and 4 cards. I'm filling out just one, trying to be
Oh
a
yeah.
good sport. Like, okay, well,
Uh-huh.
this is for charity. This is for the kids. No,
Right.
because when that 50-50 came out,
Oh, hell broke loose, right?
I don't know who won it, but whoever won it, they were really discreet with it too. They were like, you such and such wins, and you just see somebody go up to the table and just like quietly go out these other exit somewhere, and yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, that it gets real with the bingo thing. And a lot
it
of the
gets real.
older people and you just can't say bingo and don't have it. It gets yeah. They start throwing stuff at you and stuff like that, man. I
Yeah,
watched a
yeah.
whole
Or if
lot
they
of
can't, a couple people were complaining. I mean, they were
Big
just
Mama's
like,
house.
I
Remember
can't
Big
stop saying
Mama's
the
house?
numbers so fast. Stop going so fast with the numbers
Uh
and
huh.
slow down and stuff like that. I was just like, okay, all right. I didn't know it got like this. I thought it was supposed for the kids, man. I thought we're supposed to be, having a good time. And
Nah,
maybe
nah. It
parents
gets
meet
real.
parents and stuff like that.
It
Nope.
gets real. It gets real to
He
real.
said, yo, go get my I even took it to the next level. I was like, listen, man, I can't fill in these squares with these crowns, man. I'm about to
I'm
go
a
to the
Keno
car.
player.
Give me a marker. Give me a Sharpie or something like that. I took
The
it.
dot,
I
John.
was, yeah, the tag one.
Yeah. Yep. For
But yeah,
sure, man.
we had a great time. Shout out to Paige. Paige actually won a prize. She got a Barnes and Noble basket
Okay.
full of like Godiva chocolates, some books, a couple a couple gift cards for Barnes and Noble because Paige is an avid reader. She loves to read.
Mhm.
Crazy imagination. I mean, I remember she wrote me this. She wrote me like this book. It was like she's like, Kate, I'm gonna write you this story. I'm gonna write you this cartoon. I was like, okay, all right, cool. And it had like like a plot. It had an intro. It had everything. It had storylines and everything. So just keep doing what you're doing, Paige. And
No doubt.
also, happy birthday too. Happy birthday to your little one because I
Nayla,
saw
that
your
big little
post.
one.
I
Right.
saw your post and I was ready to shed a tear from my darn self, man. I was
Yeah,
so mad because I
18,
remember
bro.
when I was like tutoring her,
Mm-hmm.
like with math and
Math and everything.
reading and
Yep.
stuff like that. And I remember you called me like, K, man, like, K, I can't do it, K, I can't do it. Like, I don't have the patience and stuff like that. He's like, K, how
Yeah.
do you do it? How do you have the patience for this? I don't know, man. I really don't know because maybe I play around with him too. So
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
like, but there were times. Don't get me wrong. There were
It
times.
definitely was rough times. Definitely
Oh,
was
there were
some rough
times when
times.
she would like, she would kind of like, all right, I'm tired of paying attention. I'm gonna go
Yep.
play. And then the it's
Alyssa.
yeah, Alyssa would come around. This is when Alyssa was little,
Mm-hmm.
and she would come around and she would look at you, and then she would like, well, she wants to play. Then she'll start knocking things over in the other room and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Then she starts smiling, and then she just run off somewhere.
Oh, that's her. That's her, man. But yeah, man, it was a great thing to see how she's grown from that little one back then to
Yeah,
today. She's a lady, a full blown young lady, and
yeah.
I'm proud of her. She'll be attending Dell State next year.
It's
She works. She's been working for the last 2 years, 2 and 3 years, 2 years, I believe. Yeah, 2 years. She's been working consistently, and I'm enjoying every minute of it, man.
yeah.
And my Alyssa is taller than her. So I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm getting an echo. I don't know which I'm getting an echo from you or
Oh, it's
something.
probably from my pods. Let me take these Jones off.
Yeah,
I'm just going to put the other
but
thing.
yeah, man. Listen though, it's a lot of things that have been going on in Philly hoops for high school basketball.
Mhm.
High school basketball been going on, and the playoffs been populating. You know what I'm saying? For every interact. Shout out to the PC girls, Penn Charter girls. They playing Westtown today at 1 o'clock. That
At
game
St.
should be
Joe's.
underway at St. Joe's for the
At St.
championship.
Joe's.
So let's go PC. Let's get it. Let's get that W, Aaliyah, for your home going. You know what I mean?
Oh
Let's
yeah,
get
that'd be
it there.
great. That'd be great right
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
And also, if nobody's not doing anything tomorrow, the Catholic League finals are tomorrow at the Palestra,
At the Palestra,
aka the Cathedral of College Basketball.
Roman Catholic
Um, yep. Whew, that one.
versus
Versus Duma Goretti.
Goretti.
Duma Goretti. That's gonna be
Goretti.
good. That's
That's
gonna
like
be a good one.
rivalry right there as well, too. There. So,
Yes, sir. Yes,
yep.
sir. Yes, sir. And then
Yeah.
for the girls, I believe it's going to be for the ladies. It's going to be Lansdale Catholic and Archbishop Wood. They play at I believe they play at 6, if I'm not mistaken, on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be good.
Definitely a big shout out to all the girls and boys basketball teams that's going down for the championships and playoffs, states, all that stuff is going down here.
Yeah, it's going down. Yeah, yeah. That's what I love about. That's what I kind of love about the new format this year. Because it's like even for some of the teams that didn't get a chance to like get to the Final Four, to the Elite Eight, or the Sweet 16, whatever the case may be. Listen, your season's not over yet because you can go to states and just run the table. I mean,
Right.
who knows what will happen out there? Because guess what? When you go out there in the states, your record is 0-0 all over again. Like,
What up, Daryl?
what up, Daryl? Not worrying about what you did, like in the public league or in the Catholic league or whatever else you
still
did.
got
In the suburban,
opportunity.
you got opportunity to win state, man, and I seen it happen. I've seen teams that have like no
Lost in the
business.
playoffs and then
That's
come
it.
with the states and win it.
Sometimes all you got to do is get lucky. You run the table. You get that matchup that you get that matchup that you're favored in. Ooh.
Yeah, most definitely because the Constitution has done it. Lincoln has done it. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Mel, shout out to Rob Moore. You know what I'm saying? Mel is over at now. I think he's over at Girard College now, coaching over there.
Okay.
He's no longer at Lincoln. But yeah, man.
Good.
Waiting for our guy, Kev, to jump in here. I sent him the link, so hopefully he'll be joining us very, very, very soon.
Okay. I also got a chance to watch. Since we're waiting for Kev to drop in, shout out to Arden Reed. I got a chance to watch the Clippers in Sacramento play on
Crazy
Friday night.
game. Thriller.
The final score for all my Clipper fans out there.
It was Detroit Denver Nuggets again.
Right. That's the exact game that came to my mind. Actually, as a matter of fact, fun fact. Actually, I believe the Clippers would be second all time. That Clippers Sacramento game would be second all time.
Second all time.
Yeah, because you guys were number one. Yeah. I was putting that joint up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, great game from Malik Monk. Malik Monk dropped 45 points off the bench.
Fox had 41.
I think
41 or 42.
Yeah, 42.
And then your boy Kawhi had 40. So it was the first time in history 3 players in one game had over 40 points.
Larry, listen.
Russ played well, but
Russ played great.
He had those 7 turnovers. And
yeah,
that's what I be talking about. Like, you could take the 4, but anything above 4, you can get over that 4. But anything above 4, then there's an empty possession.
Yeah, but
which
some of those, to his defense and to Russ's defense, some of those turnovers, it was more or less like the ball was going ahead, the ball was going towards the basket, just they couldn't handle it. Like, damn.
Okay.
So it's like, I'm not saying that's
but we still get the turnover no matter what. So it don't even matter.
Turnover still goes to the
get the turnover. Yeah.
But to the credit to the Clipper fans out there, to the Clipper faithful, when Russ fouled out, and he had a great game. I think he had like
17, 14, and
14 and like
7.
6 or something like
6,
that.
yeah.
Okay. They gave him a standing ovation. Like something that I didn't see when
In the
he was
Lakers,
playing for the Lakers.
well, I
So,
mean, I
you know.
honestly, his last little run with the Lakers was good. But guess who's in the building?
Woo! We're
Our
gonna get
boy
right back
is
to
in
the
the
Clippers.
building. Mr. Slaughterhouse. It is
What's going on?
Slaughterhouse.
What's going on, fellas?
Congratulations. We in the
Thank
hey,
you.
listen. You in the basement with your boy Next Step and K, and we got our man champion of Arden Reed Charter School, girls basketball, Mr. Kevin Slaughter. How are you doing, Mr. Champion yourself, brother? I
Oh
see you got the
man,
hoodie on like Rocky. Oh, you doing your
yeah,
jogging and everything.
it's
Let's
amazing.
go.
It's amazing, man. I actually told the kids yesterday when we came out with our warm-ups on. I said, keep the hoodies on. We coming out with the hoodies on. Yeah, it was a fight,
Yes.
but
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was.
great,
It
man.
was.
I feel
It
great.
was. It was. When I was watching some of the highlights, and congratulations, Kev, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people out there, a lot of so-called experts, pundits, whatever you want to call it, junkies, that were saying, "Well, yeah, Arden Reed was great. They got there, but now they ran into Imhotep. They're a little bit more structured, and this and that, and da 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 da, and all the other rhetoric that they were saying." And it was like, listen, and as a wise man once told me, aka the Wolfman, he once told me, "Styles makes fights." And it was just awesome out there. And I just want to say congratulations to Anaya Howard. I mean, she was out there,
Oh yeah,
just all over the place, and I love it. The as Dick Vitale would call it, the All Rambo team.
well that's her. That's her name. That's her nickname, man. She got that name a couple years ago.
Yeah.
From she got that name from. We went to a tournament around COVID-19, the pandemic time, and it was no basketball nowhere. You had to find basketball.
Yeah,
But it was like a tournament. There was a tournament in Washington D.C. and we went down there, and she was all over the place. And the guys down there was like, "Man, she's like Rambo," and we kept and the name stuck. The name stuck, man. She would just go to the basket really hard, play hard. And
That's Philadelphia basketball though. Yeah, but that's Philadelphia basketball though, Kev. Whether from the point guards all the way down to the big men, like go to the rack hard. I don't, for some reason that's how it always is. Every time you watch college basketball in this landscape and stuff like that, you always see a Philadelphia player on the roster, and they love it.
What's up, Zay? I guess Zay's one of your players.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zay. Yeah. Hey, congratulations, Zay. She says,
Zay?
"What's up, Coach Slaughter?" Zay, congratulations on the championship. And we have Coach Slaughter on the day, but maybe later on during the week after you do your media run, because you're about to be, by everywhere in Philadelphia right now.
The king of Philly
deserved.
Right now.
we'll try to have next week or later on down the week, we have all your team together in one room where y'all can do, we can have
we're looking
get
forward
them
to it.
Spotlight as well.
We can do a Q&A with them.
We're actually playing in the city championship, or the districts, or however they call it, where the best public school team plays the best Catholic school team.
Right.
We're playing that game Thursday versus Lansdale Catholic.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe after practice, or we can set up a time on Wednesday evening where we can get the kids right in the
gym.
Yeah.
Whatever. That'll work. Yeah. So we can try to work on that for Wednesday night, Wednesday evening. So Zay, make sure y'all get y'all get all y'all beauty face after that sweat. Y'all want to put the eyelashes on and all that stuff. But man, listen. Once again, congratulations. I can't say congratulations even so many times with you, because we've grown up together since we was young. Oakland Youth Association and all through the ranks and rival. Your success as a player first. What was your journey from transitioning from a player to a coach/trainer, and especially with the young ladies?
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I just told this story yesterday to the Inquirer, because people always ask me, how did you start coaching girls basketball? Anybody who knows me, that knows where I come from and the era I come from, I was always like, nah, I can never be a coach.
Yep.
I can't coach, because I always felt like the kids wouldn't be able to do what I did.
Right.
Or the kids wouldn't be able to do what the guys did with me. Like I always tell people, I played on, to this day, until somebody proved me wrong, I played on the best AAU team Philly has ever assembled in our city.
Yeah.
I can say that because we played 150 AAU games and only lost 2.
Right.
I
Right.
only lost 2 AAU games in 3 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. It's not myth. It's a fact. So whenever I'm somewhere with the girls and we're coaching against different people, I'll see somebody like Boo Williams, who used to coach Allen Iverson. He's an old man now. And I would always yell at Boo Williams. I say, you never beat me. You
Right.
never beat me. And he'd look at me and say, oh, man, he must be one of those Sunny Hill guys from that 90-91,
Yeah.
that 90-91 team.
Yeah. Cole.
Yeah, so my team was loaded. I mean, Joe Bryant was our coach.
Yeah.
So Kobe's dad was our coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Kobe was one of the like bench warmers. Like that's how I knew Kobe was going to be good, because he was a 7th, 8th grader and just wanted to be around. He just wanted to be with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? We was just loaded. So back to the girls thing, it's like I got a job working at Universal Vare Middle School, and I was up for like a bonus, and they were like, "Look, man, we need you to do something for us." And I'm like, "What? What do you need me to do?" They was like, "We need you to coach basketball." So I'm like, "Nah, I don't do no basketball. I don't do that." I said, "I got these kids today, 2012. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it." They said, "Oh, we got something else to tell you, Sloan." I said, "What's that?" "It ain't boys." I said, "It ain't boys. What are you talking about?" They said,
no, you really put me through the ringer, huh?
Yeah. They said, "We need a coach for the girls team." So I'm looking at them like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. But at the time, the climate position was paying like 28 grand a year or something like that. And they're telling me like, "Look, man, we're gonna give you a bonus and you're gonna make some more money if you coach." I'm like, let me think on it. So a few days go by, and this Asian kid, Cambodian kid from South Philly, catches me in the hallway. And she says, "Excuse me, mister. Yo, excuse me." I'm looking at her like, "Yo, who is this girl?" She like, "I heard you gonna be my new coach."
Oh.
I'm like, "What?"
Put you right on the spot.
Like, yeah. Okay, Coach Carter.
Yeah. So she says to me, "Come down the gym. Me and Little Bit gonna be in the gym waiting on you." Like,
and Little Bit is right now at Dell State. Congratulations to Little Bit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Little Bit.
Yeah.
Right up the street from me.
Yeah. So they like, "We gonna be in the gym waiting on you." So I'm like, I never said yes, but okay. I said, what time is this? They said around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I said, let me go down there and check them out, see what's going on down there. So when I went down there, they was actually good. It was a couple girls and they had some game. So I'm like, yo, she can play. Oh, she can play a little bit, okay. But it was only like 3 of them that could play.
Right.
The other 10 was horrible. So I went to the principal and I said, "Look,
still pulling no punches.
I'm willing to do it, but you guys got to get out my way. If you're going to let me do this, y'all got to let me take it back to what I come from."
Right.
You got to take the gloves off and let me do what I do.
Right.
So the principal was kind of worried and scared, like, well, what are you going to be doing? And Larry will tell you, I come from the Mr. Hubbard tree.
Mr. Hubbard, yep.
I come from Mr. Williams.
Yep.
You know, Coach Williams, Coach Bunch.
Coach Bunch, yep.
We come from that era
yes,
where
sir.
That's Oak Lane right there.
If they tell you to run 8 miles,
you running that 8 miles. You're not jogging. You're not walking. You're not trotting.
Right.
Shout out to Coach
So what
Brown.
I did was
rest in peace to those.
Yes, no doubt. Mr. Hub's still kicking though. Mr. Hub down Savannah, Georgia, he's still kicking.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, we trying to get Mr. Hub up here, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah, so basically, they wanted to put us in like this little, just a league. Like it was like a league where it was just a couple South Philly schools. And I said, nah, we ain't doing that. And the principal said, well, that's all my budget has to offer is for this league here. I'm gonna get y'all some uniforms. Y'all gonna play about 6 or 8 games. I said, nah. I said, don't get me wrong. We will play in the league you're asking me to play in, but we're gonna play in about 2 or 3 other leagues.
Yes.
And we're gonna do other things. And they said, well, we don't have anything else for you to do. So me not knowing anything about girls basketball, I had called a good friend of mine, former NBA player Alvin Williams.
Shout
I had
out to
called.
Al.
I think I might know that guy. But go ahead.
Yeah, I called a friend of mine, Rashid Bey, and
I
I'm
think I know
asking
him too.
questions. Yeah, so I'm asking questions. What's going on with girls basketball in the city? I don't know much. What's going on? So at the time, Triple Threat was running the city.
Shout out
They
to
were
Eric
running the
Worley,
city.
my guy.
Yeah,
That's who gave me
Eric
my
Worley and them.
opportunity.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I think Kenny Holsmith is his name, or
Yeah,
Holsmith,
Kenny.
something like that.
Yeah, Kenny.
Kenny
is
Holzman, shout out to Kenny.
Yeah.
PYB.
So right, so they were the kind of guys that were like giving me directions to go in. So Eric Worley was trying to get me to come up and scrimmage against some of his AAU teams, and I start reaching out to different schools. So being as though that we were universal, I said, you know what I'm gonna do? We going up to Orton Reed and we gonna play the high school. So the kids are looking at me like I'm in the 7th grade. I'm not playing against no 12th grade or what?
Right.
I said, when we going to play against the high school kids. And that's how it all got started. We started playing against Orton Reed, kids getting beat up by high school kids. And these were real games. We had referees and everything. And we started getting in little charter leagues and different leagues or whatever. And my name started buzzing a little bit because we had kids that didn't play AAU. We had kids that didn't play any kind of like
organized ball.
Kev having some technical difficulties.
But I'm loving the story.
Yes, sir.
I'm loving the story because you know what? And you know what I love about Kev too? Because he pretty much knows the same people that we know. So it's like it's all coming full circle. Like Rashid Bey, staple in South Philly basketball. Man, listen.
y'all there?
Yeah, we here.
Right
We
here,
back.
Kev. Wait for you. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Nah, I went out for a second. So I'm sorry. So what we started doing was there were 3 kids that could play pretty good, but I had to do something about the other 7 to 9 kids that couldn't play. So I got in touch with all the parents because that was another thing that was big when I first took the job on.
Definitely.
There was a thing where everybody wanted to know, how is this man going to coach these girls? And you always got people
A stereotype
that are ignorant.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I had to worry about people thinking if I was a pervert or not, or
Right.
if it was something else involved. And that this is I'm going back. This was December of 2011. This was January, February 2012. I'm like 3 to 4 weeks in it. This is all new. So I'm microwaving this thing because I know what it looks like. As I quote the great primetime Deion Sanders when they asked him about Jackson State. I know what it looks like. I know what it's supposed to
look. Yeah, right.
So,
exactly.
So I had told the school, I said, we're going to hold practices on Saturday and Sundays.
Loving it. Loving the grassroots.
Well, you good? You back?
You good?
Yeah, I said, I'm going to do what we did when I was a kid.
Yep.
We going to the
playground.
Hey.
Yep.
So one day it was snowing, and the kid said, somebody texted me in the group chat. So I guess we're not doing that because it's snowing. I said, no, we're going to the playground. I got 5 shovels.
Yep.
We're going to go shovel the snow.
For
they
sure.
don't know, Kev.
And we're going to get out there.
These kids don't know, Kev.
Right. And that was the beginning. And when the summer came, I had 3 girls I used to work out. And one of the kids, I'm going to get to her. But the first 3 kids I had was a kid named Tatiana Sal, who's the Cambodian kid who came with me in the hallway. There was a kid named China. I can't remember her last name. And there was a kid, Karina Short. They was the 3 kids I had. And we would be at Smith Playground on 25th and Snyder, 25th and Jackson. And they just made that movie on Netflix with Adam Sandler was there. That playground. I say I put that playground on the map because nobody was coming there.
Nobody was going there, right?
Nah, nobody was going there. And we were working out. And as we're working out on a nice sunny day, you guys are from the hood. What happened?
Yeah.
People are driving.
People are driving by.
Yep.
Getting out.
People are driving by. What's going on over there?
What's going on over here? What's up?
Yeah, so now parents are saying, can I bring my kid? how much do you charge? I'm like, charge? Huh? I don't charge anything. Like,
Right. I'm
how
out
much
here
do you
just with
charge?
strength. Right.
I was out here, yeah. So as weeks go by, my group went from 3 to 10.
Awesome.
More weeks go by. Now my group went from 10 to 20. Now we're getting girls that nobody knows. And Kenyatta Johnson, who's the councilman down here,
Yes, sir. Shout out to
and a young
Kenyatta.
lady named Tiffany who works for him. They stepped to me and was like, "Hey, Slaughter, you gotta come up with something. You gotta, make this official. Like, you know what I mean?" So Tiffany said, "You don't have a name for what you do?" I said, "Nah, I just coach Universal Vera Middle School." And they was like, "Nah, you got to do something in the summer. You got to because you got kids from everywhere coming down to work out with you."
Mm-hmm.
So I said, "Well, whatever it's going to be called, we're going to put South Philly in front of it." And Tiffany said, "Well, how about South Philly Urban Youth Group?" I said, "Wow, I like that. Now it's got a nice little ring to it." So then I abbreviated it and turned it into SPUYG. So once we did that, that was a whole nother situation. And we were just like, look, man, this may stick. And again, now we're still at 2012. Everything's still just kind of coming together. And once we kept playing against Orton Reed's high school team, Teron Younger, who coaches, he's the athletic director at Fieri, and he's the girls coach at Fieri. He reached out to me because Teron played against me in high school. Me and him knew each other. And Teron had said, "Kev, I have a league that we play up at I think the league was up at Mastery Pickett. Him and Coach Pop or the AD Pop, they were running the league. And he's like, you're going to get some good competition, but it's good for your girls." And sure enough, now we're playing against kids from all over the city. We're getting the kids from the Northeast, the kids from West Oak Lane, Germantown. So these South Philly kids have never been out the neighborhood. So now they're getting to travel a little bit.
Yeah.
And, we wound up making it to the championship in 2013 and lost to Mastery Pickett. But it was big because at that time, those kids never knew what it was like to go on the quote-unquote circuit or moving around a little bit.
Right.
And the success at the same time.
Right. And they were watching me with my swagger and how everywhere I went, someone knew me.
Knew you. Yep.
And the kids were like, he know everybody.
Everybody,
He did.
Ain't nothing like it, man.
Yeah.
So
they like that. They looking at you differently.
Right. And I had told them, I said, listen, man, when you get to where I might have made it in my basketball career, you can start walking around with your head high, or you can start walking in gyms, and people always say, hey, well, that's such and such, or that's that person.
You get the whispers.
That's that.
Hey, Kev, like, this is how you know, like, and Larry, you know this too, just being a coach and everything, and also playing on those different levels. You know when you're saying something, like when you come in and they call you by your first and last name, they're like, "Oh man, they got the boy Larry Scott right there."
Because that's mainly the adult coaches that been watching you.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the people your age gonna be like, "Oh, that's Larry, that's Kev, that's such and such, that's such and such." But they're gonna whisper that out. They're not gonna say it out loud because now you're like, "Yo, why you so on it?" Yeah. But the coaches, as soon as you walk in, they're gonna be like, "Hey, Larry Scott. Hey, Kevin Slaughter.
Yes.
Hey,
like first and last name.
Y'all play today? Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna be watching you guys. Talk to me later. We might get a chance to scrimmage with your girls or something.
Yes, sir.
Also, And then also what you're also doing, what I love, like through your story, and I'm also listening in regards to like the confidence that you're giving the girls too, because sometimes that's all it takes is just to travel a couple times, and you don't know how much that will boost their confidence, because they'll go home and say, hey Kim, what did you do today, Kim? Well, we went on the AAU trip. They're like, AAU trip? What's that? Well, AAU trip is when we take little trips, we play other teams from different states and stuff like that.
Right.
It's like we'll play, and then like you'll even take it out. Like we even put a team from California. We lost though, but it was a team from California, and like we're gonna end up playing again. And that and they'll be talking about it, and then the more you talk about it, the more you can be it.
Right, no doubt, no doubt. So, yeah, man. So just to fast forward past all that,
Mm-hmm.
after 2 years went by, 2 summers, now we're gonna go to 2015. And oh, I'm sorry, now I gotta tell this part.
Please.
So the coach at Orton Reed was from New York, and she was having a problem with commuting. She was commuting from New York to Philly every day,
Whoa.
and her name was Dr. Millie.
Okay.
Dr. Millie was her
Shout out
name.
to Dr.
And
Millie.
Shout out to Dr.
yeah,
Millie.
I'm gonna shout out to Dr. Millie, man.
Whew.
And it's funny because we actually had a bad breakup, but it wasn't because of me. I think she was just jealous of how fast I turned the program
So it
around.
was because of you.
Yeah, and
It's all right.
yeah.
We could be.
That's-
Larry, give this man some applause, please.
That's,
Yeah, so they in 2012, they were 2-18. And the rumors had started spreading that Kenny Gamble and the Universal companies, they were like, hey, we need to go get this guy Slaughter at this middle school because he's got this kid Tatiana Sal, they got this kid Little Bit over there, and we want them to come here
mm-hmm.
to stay with our Universal companies instead of shooting the Emotep or the Newman Goretti or the wherever.
Right.
And next thing I know, I got a call concerning being an assistant coach at a high school team.
Mm.
That was the first call. You're going to be an assistant. We're going to pay you about $2,500. You know, you can still work at the middle school, but you can coach here, whatever. So that was just the offer.
Mm-hmm.
So then when Dr. Millie got word of what was going on, and everything was just going in that direction, she kind of like stepped away. Like, I don't want him to be my assistant. You know, I'm just leaving the program. So I don't know if she thought that was going to discourage me or whatever, but I'm like, all right, cool. If she want me to
I'm
do
home. Like,
Yeah,
you said
whatever.
that with a
So-
word.
Yeah, so I wound up taking the job a year early. They wanted to groom me for the job and then bring me in 14, 15. But by her stepping down, I wound up taking the job March of 2013. So they were coming off a 3-13 season. And anybody who knows anything about girls' high school basketball, Prep Charter was running things at that time.
Right.
And the great Talia Copper was there.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a bunch of good kids. Siani Cryer. They had a lot of good players over there. And there was like some kind of scandal or something that happened over there with like a kid from Coatesville going there and another kid. And they wound up shutting the program down for like 2 or 3 years. So when they shut the program down after Kalia Copper had left, everybody started scattering. Kids went to Newman Goretti, kids went to Northeast, some kids went, it was like kids going everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like a transfer
So
pool.
they had a player, right. So they had a player on their team that was like the 9th player, 10th player on the team. Now, mind you, there's 7 Division I players on this team.
Right.
They'd already won 2 public league championships.
Mm-hmm.
So the 9th or 10th best player, she's going to be pretty good on
Eventually, yeah, exactly. So wherever somewhere else.
On an upstart team.
Right.
So there's a kid. Her name's Regine Prentice. Married now with 2 kids.
Shout out to Regine.
Yes, Regine. I mean, she probably won't even be watching this podcast, but I gotta
It's
send it
okay.
to her.
We gotta give her flowers.
Most definitely.
Listen, man, she started my program.
Hey, that's the olive branch, you know?
That's right.
What happened was there was a girl named Deja McKinney who went to Orton Reed before I got there. And she was like the connector. She connected all the dots because she saw what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yo, this guy's coming in here with all these freshmen, all these 8th graders, and he's trying to be.
Kev getting text messages and
It's
phone
cool.
calls during that.
Yeah, because I know,
because
I wonder if this is the same. I wonder if this is the same
Went out
Deja
again.
McKinney. Yeah, I wonder if it's the same
Yeah.
Deja
So-
McKinney who can hoop too. Because I know Deja McKinney could hoop too, and she was a heck of an organizer.
Yeah, no, she
too,
can play.
so.
Yeah, she can play.
I know who that is.
And-
I know that's that
Right.
might be. I think that's Kyrie's wife. That's Kyrie's wife, I believe. I think.
I'm
If it's
not
the same
sure.
Deja.
I don't
If
know
this is the
her,
same
but yeah.
Deja I know, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So anyway, you mean Kyrie? What's
McKinney?
Kyrie's last name?
McKinney.
No.
blowing up. Kev's blowing up. Kev is blowing up. But yeah, man, y'all in the basement with Next Step in K. Our
Kevin's
special
back.
guest, Kevin Slaughter, Auto
Yeah.
Championship coach for the girls basketball team. Go ahead, Kev.
I'm sorry.
You good?
So anyway, I'm mad I'm not on my laptop, man, and I'm on my phone. I'm sorry, yo.
I don't
It's
worry
all
about
good.
it, man. Listen, man,
We
we
privileged just
get
having
we
you.
get the exclusives. We're gonna get the exclusives
Yeah, we
before
get
the
the exclusive before the exclusive.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah. For some reason, the picture went out. I can't see. Oh, there I go.
You back?
All right, I'm back now. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, we were 3-13, and well, they were 3-13. Let me not say it. We were. They were 3-13.
Oh, my man in there doing washing clothes.
Yeah, I'm moving around. I'm definitely moving around.
They said you want a
So
champion.
anyway, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. So anyway, as you know, as like I said, they weren't too good. So Racine Prentice was talking to Deja McKinney, and Deja said, "Look, you need to come to Orton Reed. We got this new coach coming. He's coming with like 4 freshmen, and they're saying that they're all pretty good. We're gonna be all right." So you know what happens usually when you're on a bad basketball team? Usually what happens is you get an easy schedule. Like the schedule's easy. You don't play the teams that you played the year before.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was we had wound up playing like a real easy schedule, and we ran through the public league. We actually went 18-5 my first year.
Mm-hmm.
But we weren't really playing good teams. We were
Right.
playing like the lower level of
less competitive,
yeah,
but
the
it
more
was
less
still a
competitive
game.
bracket, less competitive division. Okay.
Right. So as the playoffs come, we win the first round. Then we won the second round. And then they're like, hey, you guys got to play Emotep. So I'm like, Emotep, who's that? They're like, no, that's like the best team in the pub right now. And I'm like, oh, wow. Let's prepare for this. So I started going out looking on YouTube and trying to find stuff on Emotep, but couldn't really find that much. They were like a girls program, because I told you Prep Charter is the one who was killing before. So since Prep Charter was the ones killing, I had to figure out on my own what was going on with this Emotep deal. So again, it was hard, man. Let me just tell y'all, Emotep beat us by 50. They knocked us off. They knocked us off by 50 points the first time that we met them. And again, like I said, it was new to me. It was all new. But
yeah,
like
they
I
took
said,
advantage. They took advantage of it.
They were supposed to. They were supposed to take advantage. So that was back then. Hey, look, one of my neighbors is asking me about last night. Yeah, we won the championship. We won.
See, look at him,
Celebrity
man.
status.
Look at him,
the celebrity status going back
Yeah,
up again.
last night. Yeah, we won.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, all over the news. I'm on a podcast now. Yeah. All right, man. So that's in the middle of the interview. One of my neighbors is like, he's like, "Yo, y'all lost by 50." I said, "Nah."
No. We won by 50.
I was like, "Nah,
that's old game. That's old game.
That's an old game. Yeah.
That's old stuff. That's old work right there.
Yeah.
That's old work.
So yeah, man. So it's crazy because when we got beat, Regine was like, I skipped some of the story, but Regine was like killing. She was killing throughout the year, and she made first team all pub and all that. But she kind of knew that kind of basketball. We didn't. She knew, we didn't. And once that happened, I was kind of like the JUCO kind of team around town, because all the kids, they used to call me Tarkanian.
Yeah,
That was my nickname.
I was like, they used to say
Everybody
that. I
call
used to
me
be like,
Tark.
"What? Who y'all talking? Y'all talking about Kev? They talking about no Tark? They call him Tark.
Yeah, they call me Tark. Yeah, they call me Tark. I used to have a towel in my mouth and everything. And they said
Sweating
the
like a
reason
rain
is
sleeve.
because right. I take the kids that nobody else
Want it.
wants.
Yep.
Here you go.
That's always been that
All
way.
the kids.
Always been that
Yeah,
way.
the kids with problems in school,
Mm-hmm.
you know, broken parent homes,
Mhm.
stuff like that. I always took on those kids because I wasn't getting the top recruits because I didn't know anybody. And nobody knew really of me. You know what I mean? As far as like, how can I put it? I wasn't in the loop
Yeah,
Mhm.
you
of
wasn't
the
exposed to all the higher level talent, and you was a new
Right.
right.
face.
Yeah.
Right. I was in that's the best way to put it, Larry. Yeah. I was a new face. Nobody really knew me and didn't really trust what was going on. But there was a rumor and a buzz starting to get around town about my summer program
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and what I was doing in the summer with the kids and the workouts and everything like that. So now, 2015, Diamond Johnson walks into my park.
Mm-hmm.
End of story.
And now here's a 7th grade
Mm.
kid that nobody knows.
Mhm.
She lives in Virginia. Nobody
Mhm.
knows the kid, and she's coming home for the summer to be around her family down 25th and Diamond. That's where they're originally from.
Yep.
And her family came down and hit me up and was like, "Yo, Slaughter, we got something with this kid right here. She just needs a little bit of tinkle here, a little bit of tinkle there." But, you know, and if Diamond sees this, she knows I'm going to tease her because I always say to her, I know all her weaknesses. And she always says, "Coach, I ain't got no
No
weaknesses."
weaknesses.
But
For sure.
yeah, but Diamond was a kid nobody knew. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when I say nobody, anybody out there that's going to try to say, "Oh, I knew," they lying.
Right.
Nobody knew her
Mm-hmm.
because at the time, me and my man Mook Swift from
Mook,
Triple
shout out
Threat,
to Mook. Shout out to Mook.
Mook, yeah, that's my guy. Mook used to come down to my camp all the time and look for talent and try to give kids exposure and invite kids to come out to Triple Threat. He
Mm-hmm.
would
Mhm.
always say, "Hey, Slaughter, how do you feel about AAU?" And I was like, "Well, when it comes down to you, you know what I'm saying? You can get who you want. I don't go
Right.
to
Right.
AAU."
Right.
I,
Absolutely.
Right.
I wasn't. I've never been one of those guys
To hold a
that was
kid
like,
back.
"Nah,
The
Mhm.
nah, you go
opportunity.
where you
Yep.
want to play AAU."
Exactly. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and plus, I was copying, you know, the Sunny Hill guys and copying the Point Breeze guys, the guys I come up under.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing was look for rec. That's how I come up.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
Wherever
somebody
it's
said,
game, let's go.
right, right. And Alvin Williams had this thing called Academy of Hoops that he was running up at
Mhm.
Germantown
Germantown
Academy.
Academy.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember that.
Him and John Haynes, they
Yep.
had this thing,
Shout out
and
to
Shout
they
out to
only
John.
had
John.
yeah, they only had 2 or 3 girls up there. So Al said, "Hey, Kev, you know, we usually charge about $100 a week for these kids to come." He said, "But I'm gonna do it for you on the strength. You my guy. Just bring your girls up."
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So as time went on, we would just start coming up there, and I would bring 5 kids. I would bring 2 kids. I would bring, you know, and another famous name. She's famous now, but back then she wasn't. Was Monet Davis.
Oh
Monet
yeah.
Davis is
I had the
from my
privilege.
hood.
Yeah, I had the
Springside.
privilege of coaching Mo Triple
Mhm.
Threat and getting to know her.
Okay,
Me and her family's
right,
real close, and we keep in
right.
contact.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
before
think
Mo,
my niece shadowed I think my niece shadowed her when she was at Springside when my niece was looking for like different high schools and stuff like that.
right, right,
Shout
right.
out to
So
Monet.
before
Shout out to Mo.
Mo, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Before Mo got the Triple Threat. See, this is all pre that. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
this is base. She wasn't even doing the baseball stuff yet.
Right.
None of this
Mm-hmm.
had happened yet. So we all going up there. We playing with Jay Haynes, which is John Haynes' daughter. She was a baby
Yeah,
back
and she
then.
at LaSalle right now,
Yep.
Yes.
hooping.
So at one time, and I'm gonna give you the ages so you can really see like where I'm at with this. Monet was 12, Little Bit was 13, Diamond was 11 or
Mm.
12.
Mm.
Um, you know, this girl India Bobo, who's the coach now at Clarion. These were all my SPUYG beginners.
Mm.
They started my program, my summer program, and all
Love
of
it.
them turned out to
I
be
love it.
killers in high school.
Mhm.
They all turned out to be killers. So what wound up happening was the summer program name started like getting a lot of, you know, like really good feedback,
Mhm.
you know. So, you know, and then I still was coaching the high school thing. And
Mm-hmm.
every year we would have a pretty good team. And we were like the 3rd best team.
Right.
Every year it was
Yes.
Emotep Mastery North.
MSCS. Yep.
Mhm.
Emotep
Yep.
Mastery North. And
Yep.
Orton Reed was the 3rd.
Yep.
Getting
Some more
them
technical
buzzes,
difficulty.
getting them buzzes. Yeah, man. Tell them
Let's
stop
just
texting. Tell you want a podcast right now. You
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you're doing interviews right now.
Right. So I'm like, yo, we got to figure out a way to get in this mix. And Central had always been like a team known for having good teams back in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
And we had beat Central a couple times in a row. And I'm like, all right, cool. I think we ready to take a step forward.
Mm.
And you know, the rest is history, man. Like, we've had some kids come through the program, some really good basketball players, but we never had the team that I had this year. The team I had this year, my uncle keeps telling me it was a special group. He was saying it early in the year.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, it proved it to me because teams of my past, even with the little bit teams I had on Talia Rockmine,
Still having some more technical difficulties. Kevin's celebrity. You back.
Celebrity slaughter.
Yeah. I'm about to put everybody on block. I don't know how to do it.
No. Let him keep.
That's that old man
through.
with the new phone stuff you got going on.
Yeah.
No, let the calls keep flooding in. Let the calls keep flooding in.
Tell them, make sure they lock into in the basement with
Right.
Next Step
Listen,
UK, man.
I threw y'all up on my story. I said I'm going in 10 minutes, so it might be some people on here.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get a chance to really pump it the way I wanted to.
It's all good, but we're gonna be back Wednesday.
We're gonna be back Wednesday
night.
No
Wednesday night.
No doubt. No doubt.
Go ahead, finish your story, brother.
Yeah. So anyway, I think what happened was we made it to the championship in 2019, and we had a bunch of transfers, bunch of kids that came over on transfer. We had Lanus Hill, who had a situation. She had gotten into a fight at Mastery Pickett, and they pretty much was telling her, "You're not gonna get kicked out of school, but you're gonna be able to go here, but you can't play on the team." And she's like, "Well, why would I go here? I didn't do anything wrong but fight." So she wound up leaving. Then we had Talia Rockmine, who left Ryan Catholic and came to Auden Reed. And then we had a couple kids we already had that went to the school. And we made it to the championship, and I think Emotep wiped us by like 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again,
Coach Dave. Shout out to Coach Dave.
No, Coach Dave, listen, man.
That's my
guy.
That's my bro.
Funny, right? Emotep has won 8 championships in the last 11 years with 3 different coaches.
3 different coaches, yep.
And every coach that has won was like good money, man. Like, people from the outside looking in would think that we're like rivals.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
rivals.
Yeah.
We hate each other.
Not
and
at
all
all.
that. And don't get me wrong, the kids have their little BS.
But that's the
nature of the beast. That's the nature of the beast right there. That's called competition.
Yeah. Like the other day, they put up a picture of Shayla on somebody's page. She was like a dog or something, and they had the girl, one of Emotep's best players, walking her. I'm like, that's all gamesmanship.
It's a respect. It's a respect level at the end of the day. Like, it's not gonna go no further than just we know we playing y'all.
Right.
At the end of the day, these girls hugging. You know what I mean?
Because most of them are going to end up playing on the same college team most of the time, or AU team and stuff
somewhere
like that. So, yeah.
Shout out to Charmaine Osborne.
What up, Charmaine?
She's sending hearts. Appreciate you locking in. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button.
Yeah. That's Cheyenne Osborne's mother, one of my kids.
Hey, Charmaine, congratulations.
Congratulations. Y'all were straight hooping out there.
Yeah.
Straight confusion out there.
Yeah, Cheyenne's play, actually, in my opinion, changed the game. We were only up 1 point, and with about 3 minutes left, she got an N1 on
the baseline. On the baseline.
Right on the baseline.
N1.
Yeah.
I seen that. So, okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. But back to big plays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that takes how you play. The kids are taking on how you play. I know personally. You know what I mean? Others may not know. People, the old heads will tell their kids about you, but me personally, knowing how the gritty
and seeing it
for the play is how you're teaching the kids, and they're adapting to it, opposed to being like off of it. Like, no, I'm not playing like this, and that's not me.
Right.
So, what you're doing with having these kids that's not being recruited by other schools or heavily, and taking in these other kids that are like almost like the misfits, you want to call it. Let's just say it like that. You're taking the misfits and bringing them to a culture in which the parents respect. So if the parents respect it, the kids will start respecting it some way, especially when
right.
you start seeing success. And you're playing
Right.
everybody, and it's not like you're not playing it. I've seen the bumps. I was at the summer league last year when you was taking these kids over at the schools in Maryland and Jersey. I was down there. Remember, I came and had to talk to you about. I forgot the little girl. She's from Delaware.
Right.
Yeah,
She left. She ain't
yeah,
with
she
us no
left.
more.
Yeah, because I saw her at
Yeah.
McDonald's. She was working at McDonald's, and I was like, when I
Right.
was
Right.
talking
Right.
to her, she was like, "Oh, you coach Larry. You know Kev. Yeah, you make
Yeah.
me call Kev." She's like, "I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm going back and this and the other," but I was like, "You got to make a good decision. You know,
Hey,
you
I
make
think
the
you should
best
go
decision
back,
for
man. I
yourself."
mean, because this will help you
Yeah.
on the court just as much as off the court too.
Yes, sir.
Because
Zay,
you
yep.
never know who's looking at you. And they also a lot of these colleges, when they look at you, like they look at some of your activities, what you do. Like, oh, you play on a girls team. Oh, okay, cool. So that means you know how to delegate. You know how to take orders. You know how to give orders. You know how to
Hey,
work.
KC,
What's
I'm
up, y'all?
glad you talking. I'm glad you speaking on this, man, because to this day, and both of y'all know this, basketball has done so much for me.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
To
Yes.
this day,
Mm-hmm.
it's still paying me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it paid for me to go to college for free.
Yep.
It's paying me. I get paid to coach Jordan Reed,
Yeah.
Yep.
and it's still helping me to this day.
Yep.
So I tell kids all the time, you may not make it to the NBA
That's
or the
right.
WNBA,
Yep.
but if you can go to school for free to help your parents,
Yep.
not have to come out of your pocket,
That's right.
and the job I got with Universal, I got the job because the guy who was about to interview me was a point guard I used to kill in high school. So he's like, "Yo, is your name Kev Slaughter?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "You went to Washington, then you went to
West
West."
Philly.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, yeah. He looked at his boss and was like, "Yo, hire him."
Dude's a
Hire
stone
him, you know what I
cold
mean?
killer.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
was
Zay,
like-
you right, Zay. Coach Slaughter's finally a champion as a coach. Kev always been a champion as a player.
Yeah, listen, man.
Zay,
I ain't want no smoke from him up in West Oak Lane. Like, I'm cool. Like,
you can hear
we gotta play them next.
conversations,
I'm
but
going home.
if your pop and your uncles and them know, Kev was a monster. Kev was older than me, and I used to, Coach Herbert and them used to have me playing against Kev. That's how I was pushed playing against Deshaun Colsons and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Because when we was at Oak Lane, it was
Playing
no
up.
holds barred. We played with one of the, not to say the most talented kids in the city of Philadelphia, but coming from Oak Lane and having kids from South Philly like Kev and everybody coming from everywhere else to come uptown to play.
And they made you play more than one
exactly
sport.
more
That's
than
right.
one sport. Exactly.
That's right.
People
Exactly.
don't know this about me, but I was a better
Football
football player than I
you
was
was
a basketball
basketball.
player.
Yep.
I was an
Exactly.
elite football player.
Yes, you was.
Elite.
Elite.
Yes,
I
you
mean,
was. Kev was
anybody
getting
who
looks
knows
when he was 190s to
90
125, 90 pounds. Kev was
George
getting-
Washington high school coaches,
Yep.
they was coming to West Oak Lane to come get me.
Yep.
I went to George Washington for football. People don't know that.
Yep.
G-Dub.
I wound up going there for football and hurt myself in the summer, whatever they call it, in the summer, the training camp.
Yeah.
I broke my hand.
Yeah.
And,
And that's when he had to start playing basketball. And he started
the
playing
basketball
left.
coach
He
said,
started
"Look,
playing
man."
left-hand basketball. I know this
Yeah.
like it was yesterday. He started playing left-hand because he's right-handed and he was killing people with the left. And the coaches had to make him go back to shooting the ball right-handed.
Right.
Literally. And I'm dead ass serious.
No, that's what's up. I mean, because
I was firsthand there when coaches was like, "Are you right-handed or left-handed?" Kevin would be like,
"No, they was the guy we played Chester in the championship down Sunny Hill, and he was yelling, he's going left.
He's going
left.
Exactly. And
And my
everybody
mom
looking at
was
it like
like,
he's
"What are they talking
right-handed.
about?"
dog.
like he's right-handed.
He played with a cast on his hand, y'all.
Oh, Kobe.
Literally
Yeah.
played with a cast on his hand.
Before Kobe.
It was definitely before Kobe. He got the cast taken off early. He put the soft cast on. I remember all this to this day. Coach Hubbard used to have a fit with Kev.
Yeah.
He never wanted to listen.
Yeah.
Everybody used to have to tell him, "Kev, you gotta chill for a minute." Kev would play. He would play left-handed
And still
and
kill.
be killing you, and you would think he was left-handed. And then when he finally got the cast off, it was like his left hand became his dominant hand, somewhat like John Wall was. You see how John Wall played left-handed, but he's a right-handed player. That's Kev.
Yeah.
Literally.
So now I'm just going to like get a little bit to the team now. To how we fast forward to where we are now, and kind of what happened was the summer of 20 was the COVID summer.
Right.
So once the COVID year was over, it was kind of like a real messed up year.
Yeah.
We had still made it to the Final Four, but we just didn't have enough. And Mastery wound up knocking us off for like two or 3 points. And over the summer or that spring, I'm sorry, March of 21, I get a call from Jermaine Williams.
Maine, shout out to Maine.
Yeah, we gotta shout Maine out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because
That's
Jermaine
my
Williams,
guy.
he went to George Washington with me.
He went to G-Dub too. I remember.
We played Sunny Hill. Played Sunny Hill together.
Shoot the lights out.
Did a lot of different stuff together. And Shayla Smith, who's our best player, used to play for Jermaine's wife. And Jermaine's wife and Maine, they're like Shayla's aunt and uncle. And they're like, they like family. And they were speaking about Shayla and where school she was going to. So they were speaking of Cheltenham, Emotep, and I believe Constitution. They were the 3 schools.
Okay.
Orton Reed wasn't even involved. We didn't even know her. She didn't know us. So when they're sitting down at, I guess, a family dinner or whatever the case may be, Jermaine says, well, before y'all do anything, y'all got to give my man Kev a look. So they're like, well, who is he? And he's like, he runs one of the best girl programs down in South Philly. And he done had some big time players come through there. Y'all got to check him out. So it was near my birthday, because I know my birthday is April 15th. So it might have been like a few weeks before that. So Little Bit was coming home from South Carolina, and she's like, hey, Slaughter, I got to go visit Dell State, because I might be going to Dell State for my 5th year. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll get you from the airport. We'll do whatever we want to do. Let's go out to dinner, whatever. So as we doing that, I'm like, yo, I got to go see this kid who they're saying is like the next one. We got to go check her out. So we go up to the workout or whatever, and they were having like an AAU tryout or something going on, and me and a little bit went to check her out, and we see her, and we like, okay, she got a little something with her. So we invited her to come down to Orton Reed the next day, so we can give her a tour of the school and meet the principal and that whole deal like that. So we did it. Shayla liked it, and I took her through the test. Right, the test we took everybody to.
Oh, take it to the gauntlet. You gotta take it to the gauntlet.
You gotta play Little Bit.
Play Little Bits one-on-one. You gotta play my player.
Now mind you, Shayla's 13. She's 13 at the time, and Little Bit is about 20, 21 years old.
Yeah.
So she
right now.
She has Shayla about 8 years. So a little bit the first game smoked her. I think it was like 12-3 or something.
Because you got to adjust to the speed. A little bit fast as all hell, yo. You can't stay in front of her.
So the next game, now the score is like 12-7. So Bit say to me, hey, Slaughter, I was playing for real that last game. I said, really? She said, yeah, I beat her. But that little motherfucker, can I curse on here?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna be myself. I gotta be myself.
I won't let you be nobody else.
There's a little bit said, yo, this little motherfucker strong. So I said, this game going to 7. Get her one more time. Go ahead. So now I'm coaching Shayla. I'm not just letting them play each other. I'm coaching her against Bits.
Right.
So now I'm like, pull up. Stop driving all the way in. She's too strong. Big gonna knock the ball out your hand. You're taller than her. Shoot a mid-range. Stop at the free throw line. Pull up. So now the score is 3-1 Shayla. So now I'm Bit checking it at the top of the key. Shayla hit a deep 3. Don't even drive in. Now it's 4-1 Shayla. So now Bit get the ball.
Now she gonna have now. She gonna have.
Man, she mad. How dare you show me up? How dare you show me up in front of her, man?
Kev, you disrespectful. That's what she's saying to you right now, Coach. You disrespectful.
But keep in mind, guys, that's how we used to do it, though. That's how we used to do it in Philly. Like, yo, who the best ball? Like, all right, we'll put me against him. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
So
get it.
so I ain't gotta tell y'all. Bit ran off 6 straight. She
Yep.
ran off
Yeah.
6 straight
Hey, it beats like that.
and won the game 7-4. But
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. Bit said Slaughter. She's it.
Mm.
She's it. So I said, all right, well, I need your help. I need you to talk to her and
Mm-hmm.
tell her what you did here
Exactly.
and
And
how I
what's your
got you. So,
progress? Yep.
right. So she's telling Shayla about, the difference between me and others.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's any coaches around the city who's on this podcast or may hear it, please don't take this the wrong way. Don't do it. It's nothing disrespectful. It's just how my players feel about me.
Yep.
That's cool.
So basically, just like the primetime thing, I'm one of the guys who always says, I can fix it. I know what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I know what it's like to walk in the gym and somebody say, yo, that's the boy Kev Slaughter from South Philly. He
Mm-hmm.
tough.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in California at the top JUCO joint in the
Juicos. Yep.
country,
Yep.
and I heard a dude say, yo, he played for Point Breeze AAU team. He a part of that Sunny Hill team. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
I
Yep.
know what that
Sunny Hill
looks like.
system.
Right.
Right. So I told Bit, tell her what I showed you. Because I don't ever tell people I taught kids how to play basketball. I didn't.
You don't know.
I didn't teach anybody how to play.
Nope.
All these kids got a way of playing it. But Shayla always says something, and I got to give Shayla credit. Shout out to Shayla Smith.
Shout out to Shay.
What up, Shay?
Shayla tells people Slaughter knows how to put a
Push it.
battery pack on
Yep.
my back.
Exactly.
Slaughter is the greatest motivator.
Mm-hmm.
He makes me believe I'm better than what I am.
Mm-hmm.
And Zayani Narelle is on this line. I'm going to have her tell y'all what I told her yesterday with 30 seconds left in the game when everybody else was like, pull it out.
I love it.
Pull it out. Pull it out. You up 3.
Get
Hold
the
it out.
bucket. If you see it, get the bucket.
Fuck it.
I said, knock her fucking
Look your
head off.
off.
Knock her fucking head off. Take the shot.
Yep.
Because some of her threes are demoralizing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Especially
she'll
from
hit a
her.
three.
From her.
Yes.
It's just like the air out
Yes.
the tire. Like, we can't do nothing. This because she made it, not somebody else. Because she made that shot.
Right.
Yep.
And then it's like how she made the shot. And then you just like after the shot is made, you get the you get the look. And you don't want to look at her. You don't want to look at her. You have to look somewhere else. And it's like
Yes. Yes. Right now we have Kevin Slaughter.
He's back.
He's
Yeah.
the Alden Reed championship coach for the girls basketball team. First championship with Alden Reed. And we are happy to have him. Kev keep getting calls and text messages and everything during the interview because his stardom, it just went through the roof. Now he's about to have his hands printed on Broad Street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right there on the 76, right next to the
Free
expressway.
cheesesteaks at Max's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be a whole dilemma over there now,
Listen,
man.
man. Hey, Marvin O'Connor. Shout out to Marvin O'Connor.
Shout out to
Shout out to Marv. Shout
He
out
got a
to Marv.
cheesesteak spot. The Works. He told
Yeah,
my
the works.
team,
Yes, sir.
the whole team getting cheesesteaks this week.
Yeah.
The whole team.
Oh, ho. That
I
gotta
need
be
one
after.
too.
That gotta be after Wednesday. That's the Thursday.
Listen, man. He can come. He can come on the. He can come on the show with us.
Oh no,
Bring
we gonna get Marv. We gonna have some more interviews
listen.
with all of our people that's doing something positive. Cause Marvin was coaching at Triple Threat as well.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean.
he's
So
definitely
I'm
coaching
cool. I'm
teams.
good with Marv. You know what I mean. When I see Marv when I be riding through South Philly periodically. I see him.
Every time I see
coming
Marv
out.
when he coaches, it's like his team is like a reflection of him.
Yeah, hard.
Like just
Right.
straight,
Just
just
go.
straight
They
reflection
on
of
go.
him.
They on
Right?
go.
I mean, and I've always wanted to, in my, I mean, probably you guys already know what my first question to Marv is going to be. Like, what was going through your head
Yeah,
when you were
St.
playing
Joe's.
against Stanford? When
Yeah.
you were playing against Stanford and like Casey Jacobson and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
wait.
we
I can't
definitely
wait
gonna
to
get
get
Marv
that,
on
to get
here.
that
But back to
opportunity.
you, Kev, because Marv,
Pleasure.
we gonna get the
Honor,
Marv.
should I say?
But let's finish.
Yeah.
Let's finish your celebrity status. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Your handprints on Philadelphia basketball itself. You answered a lot of the questions that I was gonna have that I know a lot of people wouldn't know because of our background together. But what I can ask you is, what did it feel like to finally hold that trophy?
And you know what's
Tell
crazy
me
is,
that.
man,
Tell me what was
walk me
that
through
yo,
that.
feeling.
Larry,
Good
I'm gonna
Not
question.
be
nothing
honest,
before
right?
then, nothing. Just that
Yeah,
feeling right then and
my
there.
mother just asked the same question. It hasn't
Mm.
really hit me yet. It hasn't. I'm. Everybody thought I was gonna cry
I thought you
or
were
I
gonna
was gonna
cry
be.
too. 'Cause when I
Yeah,
saw you
everybody
jump,
thought.
I said, "Kev about to tear his ACL." That boy
Yeah,
jumped like that is so long.
yeah. Nah, you know what's funny is, man, I think again it goes back to the heart. The kids that prove, like Emotep, man. Shout out to Emotep.
Shout
Bro,
out
Girl,
to
yeah,
Animal
my
Tap.
heart.
Shout
yeah.
out to
We had them
Like,
Coach
on.
Dave and the crew
listen,
over
man.
there.
They literally took us to the brink, and
Mm-hmm.
when they got it down to 1 point, right?
Mm-hmm. That was like
It's funny
47,
because
46 or something like that.
Yup.
yeah, it was like more like 44,
44.
43. I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I
Yeah, it
knew
was
it was
something
somewhere
like
around
that.
there.
And I thought about some of my past teams,
Mm-hmm.
and the one thing that my past teams, I mean, I gotta keep it real. If I'm gonna keep it real, a lot of my past teams didn't have heart. We had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of talent, but they didn't have heart. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't have kids that was like, yo, it don't matter. We ain't scared. I've
Right.
never had a team like that. I've had teams that had super talented players, but they would be bitching. They would be bitching of the limelight. They would be scared of the crowds and scared of just the name. The
Mm-hmm.
name Emotep, the name Newman Goretti, the name Archbishop Wood. They would scare a lot of those kids. This group
Mm-hmm.
I got now is the opposite. I don't really have a lot of talented kids on this team,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't care.
Right.
They
And they
Yeah.
bring
bored
something
in. They
different.
bored into your mindset
Mm-hmm.
to how
Yes,
you're
they don't
grooming them.
care.
They like
Yes,
they following Shay's a perfect example of what your kids are trying to do together. They're trying to
yes,
accomplish something together. It's not more of just because one person is getting that spotlight. You could tell all the
Mm-hmm.
kids on that team are just happy for one another.
Yeah.
So
right,
yeah,
right. Nah, and it's and again, it just hasn't hit me, man. I mean, like I think it's one of those situations where I think I'm gonna get a loan one day, and nobody's gonna be with me.
Zay said to
I'm gonna
shoot
be
that
by
shit.
myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man,
I'm gonna
that's
be
love,
alone one day, and
and it's
when
gonna
I'm
hit you.
Oh, it is. It's going to hit you when you're going to be talking to your girls, and it's just going to hit you. It's going to hit you like in a way you might even tear up. You might even tear up,
You're
Kev.
gonna
So
definitely
get
tear
ready.
up,
I
man.
mean,
It's a
I'm
monumental thing.
because like let's just listen to the story
It's
and just
memorable.
listening to like how you came through like the Sunny Hill system, Gustine Lake, South Philly, Point
Mm-hmm.
Breeze, Mary Anderson League, all the other good stuff in South Philly. Um, it's like them playing. Then also, all of us, we have all played in different areas too. Like Larry, you're from West Oak Lane. I'm from Uptown. Kev from South Philly. So sooner or later, we've all like played against each other somehow, some way, in some form, and stuff like that. So it just warms my heart. Just hearing like I'm not even gonna say the struggle. I'm gonna say the process. I'm gonna say
Most
the
definitely, most
the
definitely.
process of everything. You too, Larry. Like I mean,
I
like
know.
you went
I
from
definitely.
playing ball to coaching and stuff like that, then coaching the kids and all that other good stuff, and then you seeing the kids grow up. It's like, and we were in church today. We were talking about like grandfathers and stuff like
L, you
that.
know
You
what's
know what I
funny
mean?
is
So yeah, it
nope.
kind of like rings bells.
Go ahead, Slut.
No, I was saying I don't know what happened on that one. Nobody clicked in or nothing on that one. It just went out for a second.
That's that cricket.
Yeah, but
You gonna upgrade now?
Oh, they definitely gonna give you a deal.
you about to get that T-Mobile
They
deal
definitely
right
gonna
now.
give you a T-Mobile deal. They definitely gonna give you a T-Mobile. I
Jew
don't know about
Herb said,
AT&T yet. See, once you beat the Catholic schools, then they'll give you the AT&T deal.
yeah. Jew Herb said, yeah, Snoopy. She calling you Snoopy. That's Jew Herb said, yeah, Snoopy.
yeah,
Jew, make
yeah.
sure you
Now
hit that
that
like
kid,
and subscribe button.
yeah. Listen, that's one of my most talented kids that ever played at the school. That kid there.
Jew.
Oh,
She was on the
I love it.
19 team that lost in the TEP. So
Okay.
she
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
she's
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
definitely
this
yeah.
is
tuning in.
yeah. Yeah.
Jew,
Yeah,
appreciate you.
This is
Appreciate
justice right here. This is poetic justice then.
Yeah, you ain't
That's
lying.
poetic
Make sure you hit that
justice.
subscribe button, Jew.
Oh, listen, man, I haven't got a chance to put it up, but
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna put up a post today, actually thanking all my kids that
Past and present.
played for me in the
Past and
past
present.
10 years
Yep.
because
They're part of that
we
process.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, they help lay the foundation,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people always ask me, about the kid Regine Prentice because her numbers retired at our school,
Nice.
and a lot of girls say, "Well, how good is she?" I said it's not about how good she was. She started what I'm doing.
Impact. Yep.
She didn't. She has the biggest impact. She left a school that they were winning championships. She left a school that was known already. And instead of her staying at that school, she's like, nah, I'm gonna go to Orton Reed with this new guy Slaughter. I'm gonna go with him.
Give him a chance.
Trust in your process.
Made it cool. Right. She made it cool, man. You know how many parents that I hear from on a regular basis that say, "Oh, I would love for you to train my child, but my daughter's
I can't let her play
in
the Orton Reed." Yep.
They're not going to Orton Reed.
Yep.
They're not going to Orton Reed.
Yep, because of past, what the past has said.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And you know what's funny is they used to call that school the prison on the hill.
Yeah.
Because it looked like a jail back in the day. And a lot of those alumni was at the game.
What up, SB? Got you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Dad used to threaten. I remember one time I had bad grades, and Dad threatened me one time with that. He was like, "Yo, you want to go to Arden Reed? You want to go to Arden Reed?
You want to go to Box? You want to go to Boom?
Yeah, Boom's another one."
Yeah. Yep.
I got that speech a couple times. I got my act together.
Jew said it made a big difference.
What up, Jew?
Congratulations, Jew.
Yeah, man.
You was in the hands of someone great, man, and that's not just on the court, off the court. Because as you see, you're still in contact with them now, and that's like my main goal when I'm out here coaching and training kids, to be able to have that opportunity to know that I presented more than just the trainer coach aspect.
Right.
With them, it was more of a bond with the parents. I love when I see the parents. Hey, Coach Larry, you still training? You know, and or the kids see me after not seeing me for a while, or they reach out to me and just saying what's up. You know, just checking in on you, stuff like that. I love that, and Kev is that type of guy. You know, and all the kids, I'm pretty sure, I know for sure, they always coming back to Kev, and no matter the success they had on or off the court. Like I said, it's more than just basketball with Kev. It's with the success and what he's trying to teach you, because there's a lot of the kids that's, like he said before, he's getting kids that quite didn't really have it all. They had some kind of stumble, and he's taking those kids in and making something positive of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's big shout out to all those kids, Jew and Zay and all the kids that's coming next.
Yeah,
next group of kids.
And what I love about Kev is like he's like when it's like taking people in, and like he used the word misfit, like, and I think that's the way that the public would label them. But most of the time, it could just be situations that they have no control over. Like it could be a situation where they might be, they could be getting bullied. It could be something where they just might be just their thinking process is a little different. Not to say it's wrong, but it's different. Everybody has a different thinking process. Everybody has a different process of doing things and stuff like that. So you know, and he gave these girls a home, right? You know, to go out there and harness their craft, because maybe they might not have been the best players per se, but he probably harnessed all their talents and put it together.
Right.
That's a team right there.
Kev's having some technical difficulties as we see. But Juice says most definitely love him for life. He made sure we got to college, the whole 2019 team.
That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about.
That's everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Our boy SB is in the building.
Like, you know, like Kev said, like, it's like, you know,
for
you might make it to the college level. You might not play another minute of college ball, but your college tuition is paid for. That's the name of the game here. We're trying to get you through college without your parents coming out your pockets 1 cent.
Let's get Kev back in here.
What's up, fellas?
What up, SB?
I thought y'all wasn't lying. I used the last link. I'm like, wait, I don't think.
Yo, Kev, you back?
I'm back.
That's Larry, man. That's Larry. That's Larry. For you.
I need my official link back, man.
I'm gonna redo the links. But SB, you in the podcast with our guy Kevin Slaughter. He just won a championship for
congrats.
Public League Girls Basketball Championship for Arden Reed. We've been talking to him for like the last hour and 20 minutes, hour and 15 minutes. He's been going local with his viral with the social media. He's getting his handprint down on he's getting a statue made. All types of stuff, man.
He's doing like ribbon cutting.
Right
he's
now,
doing ribbon cutting openings and stuff like
everything
that.
is crazy right now with this man.
If you're not doing anything,
we caught him at a bad time.
He will be cutting the ribbon at your nearest Costco.
We got the exclusive video. We got the exclusive interview before he went on his run with Fox 29 and everything. So we are honored to say that. And that's true. That's true, right, Kev?
And he might do it.
This is the first interview.
I had a couple newspaper interviews right after the game, but I mean, like, as far as like a podcast or anything like that, TV, you guys got me first.
And I'm honored to say that because me and Kev go back from blood, sweat, and tears, rubbing each other's foreheads off because of sweat during games and all types of going at each other. Coach Herbert Art, like I said, all our former coaches from back in the day, it brought us a family bond, and to this day, all of us that are still here are still close knit. And like when I see Kev out and about, when I was recruiting, Kev was trying to get me some kids at my college, at Cecil College, where I was coaching at, which we didn't have a season again this year. But yeah, but yeah, man, Kev, what else? What else do you want people to know about what's going on with you in your future? Talk about the game that y'all have Wednesday first. Thursday, and then let us know what's the next for Arden Reed and Coach Slaughter as PYJ.
Well, basically, first I want to congratulate my kids. That's first off. I want to congratulate the kids on the basketball team because they earned it, man. They really did. They put a lot of work in, and we had a long season this year, and we had some duds. We had a couple games that we put out some bad games. And I told them it's a part of the process. It's a part of the building part of being a champion. That's what goes with it. You just don't just run over top of everybody. Again, like I said, we were tested yesterday. They could have laid down. And they could have said, "Oh man, we ain't gonna beat this team. It's the same old Arden Reed, same old, we good but not that good. We not good enough to win."
Right.
And they proved me wrong. They proved a lot of people wrong. And at the end of the day, they showed they was warriors. They was champions. As far as Thursday go, we play a really tough team, Lansdale Catholic, to be able to be crowned as city champions or District 12 champions and playing Philadelphia. And this is a time where Emotep and my other rivals are rooting for us.
Yes, sir.
Because we're representing the public league.
Yep.
Like Emotep is playing West Catholic. And we're
Coach Messiah and them at West Catholic. Shout out to Coach Messiah.
Yes. Yep, Coach Messiah, they representing the public league. And I think when we play Thursday, Fieri plays Archbishop Wood.
Okay. And that cricket got to go. T-Mobile, where's this deal at, man? Our boy phone is jacked, bro.
Yeah, the deal is coming. The deal is coming.
The deal is coming.
The deal should be in the mail. Yeah, deal should be in the mail. So yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna try to have Coach Kev and the girls basketball team at Arden Reed, the champions of the public league.
Make sure you put that in front of their names.
Yeah.
Public league champions.
Let's bring Kev back again. Kev, you back?
KC, I appreciate that. KC, I appreciate that.
No, you're welcome.
I appreciate that, KC.
You're welcome, because Larry's being disrespectful. Right? He was being disrespectful.
I said public league. I did say public league.
I said make sure you put that in front of in front of Arden Reed.
Oh, all right, you're right.
Philadelphia Public League girls girls champions. You know what I mean? This takes me back to the Sunny Hill days. You know what I mean? There is no zone. I remember when I first got introduced to Sunny Hill League, and I was playing in the Chestnut Hill League, some of the suburban leagues and stuff like that. And I'm going to the middle of the circle, middle of half court, shaking hands and stuff like that. Man, my man looked at me like, "Yo, I ain't shaking your hand, dog." I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that was that type of league. It wasn't that type of league."
I looked over at my dad. I looked over at Dad like,
yeah,
what?
Hey,
off air, offline, we could talk some Sunny Hill stories, man. That
Oh
would
my
get.
God, I got
Listen,
him for days,
if
yo.
those coaches were coaching today, they'd be in jail.
Yup,
They
you
would
ain't
lock the
lying. You used to
people
get
up.
One
popped
thing.
inside your head, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
You
Grab
liable
you.
to, yup.
Grab you by your
Listen,
shirt,
man.
throw you down in your chair. Boom.
I had a coach tell me one day, and this is a true story.
Mhm.
Anybody who knows me knows that I had a brother that passed away when we
Yes,
were
sir.
kids. We were young.
Yes, sir.
So my brother died when he was like 12, and I was like 15 or 16. We were like 3 years apart.
Mhm.
So like 2 or 3 years after, my brother's dead now for 3 years. So it was like around the time of like an anniversary, birthday, something happened, and I didn't have a good game. So somebody was like, well, maybe his brother was on his mind. Coach was like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. His brother died 3 years ago.
Whoa.
Oh.
But that's the type
Yo.
that's the type of coaching we had back
That-
then, man.
That's
And,
what
and
you
it was
had back then.
it was respectful, but it was that way.
Yeah.
They
It was
would
that
use
way
they would
back
use
then,
that
man.
weakness to make you push yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you be
You can't
you be
make
on the
misery.
court. I remember playing on the court a couple times with tears in my eyes, yo. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
mad,
Listen, man,
so mad. I wanted to
and
cry,
make you hate
cuz.
'em.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
that's
love
how it
that
was,
coach. At the
man.
end of the day, we love
Yeah.
all those coaches.
Mhm.
And today we
Listen,
can't.
man, I shout him out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I run all his plays. Everything he taught me, I teach my kids.
Right. Right.
Some of the older guys from around the way or that play, they hear me yelling out plays, and they be like, yo, he got that from Claude. He be like, yo, he got that from Claude.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. But
yeah,
man, I tell you
that's
this.
crazy.
On Thursday, you're gonna be playing against a Catholic League team. You gotta expect that double team to come early.
And often.
And you gotta have her running off some back screens after that first pass. Because
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. The one thing I'm gonna tell you about after yesterday, the city's on notice that this ain't just Shayla Smith's team. The city on notice. We gotta shout out my girl that's on here, Zayani Narelle, Zay.
Yeah, shout out to Zay.
You gotta shout out my girl Rambo.
Shout out to
I
Rambo.
mean, Anaya Howard.
Anaya. Shout out to
Rambo,
Anaya.
man.
MVP, as a matter of
Shout
fact,
her
too.
out.
The MVP.
And listen, man, I gotta shout out my freshman, man. My freshman Anaya Cheeseboro. You know what I mean? We call her Dennis Rodman, number 3.
I love her already.
Don't care about nobody. She don't
run through a brick wall.
I might just have her guard Lansdale Catholic's best player. Because she don't care.
Right.
She don't care. She ain't worried about getting crossed over.
Yep.
She ain't worried about somebody scoring 3 points on her. Her whole thing is
make a difference.
I want to play.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to play. I'm here to make a difference.
I'm here to harass you. I'm here to harass you.
I tell you, Kev, that first pass is going to be the difference with Shay out there. Whoever gets that first pass, this from coach to coach, brother to brother, dog. We know the double team is going to come on Shay, but whoever receives that first pass on that double has to be in attack mode. That's just my personal opinion on that, and I know you know that, but just to reiterate it, that first pass is crucial for attack. There's no time for sitting around once you catch that first pass thinking about what you're going to do.
Yeah, and if you go to the basket, go hard to the basket. If you get the charge, so be it, because you know what's going to happen?
They're going to move next time.
They're going to start making business decisions like, do I really want this forearm in my throat? Do I really want it? Do I want to do I want to get knocked on the ground?
Yeah.
and get picked up by my girl?
Coach Kev, cricket is messing up again.
Oh man, but I'm sure Kev, Kev's about to roll out soon, right?
Yeah, he's about to get up out of here because I know he's still doing his running around. He still got to do housely duties, as we see.
Of course, as he should.
Because his housely duties don't go away just because he won the championship.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So as soon as we get him back here, I want to make sure that we give him a chance to give his shout outs. Yeah, his proper closing.
Yeah, man. But
it's been a privilege to have Kev on here today,
that took me back, man.
Congratulations to all the Alden Reed Public League
there you go.
Girls basketball championship team.
Thank you.
Coach Kev, you back, Coach Kev? Coach Slaughter? Coach Slaughter, you back?
He's
Coach
back.
Slaughter.
He's
We can't hear
talking.
you, Coach
Can't hear
Slaughter.
him.
Can't hear you, Coach Slaughter. He grooving the music. We can't hear you. Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Coach Slaughter. Zay, call your coach.
Tell him
He
that
having issues. He's at that age where new phones is a problem.
Do we gotta give him a flip phone?
We gotta get him a flip phone or something. Coach Slaughter, you there?
He's now I see he's focusing.
He's trying to figure something
out.
Go out and come back in, Kev, if you can hear us. Go out and come back in. This boy crazy. I'm about to text him.
Yeah. But
Go ahead, Kev.
yeah. But I also wanted to highlight the Philadelphia Public League's boys final while we're trying to get Kev back up. West Philadelphia played Imhotep Charter yesterday, and Imhotep Charter won 72-43. Of course, Justin Edwards ran away with the Public League Finals MVP with 25 points. That's just, hey man, this is just nothing but a tune-up to get ready for state. This is a tune-up to get ready for state, yo. And I see Imhotep going pretty deep in the state tournament and stuff like that. So I can't wait to see what's going on. And also, I definitely also want to commend Justin Edwards and the Edwards family. Also being from Philadelphia, being is he the second Philadelphia Public League player that went All-American? Oh, you got me on mute.
Go ahead, say that again, Kev.
Oh, no, I was asking for Justin Edwards. Is he the second Philadelphia
number one player in the country?
Number one player in the country, also All-American?
Yeah.
Besides Sheed?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Just making sure.
She was number one.
Yeah, man.
First one,
listen,
and Justin is number two.
Them freaking Sunny Hill memories, man. Yo.
Trust
that
me.
took me back. Then he mentioned Alvin Williams.
It gave me a reality check on my game because I thought I was coming in Sunny Hill a couple years I played in there. Thought I was going to be me, and that just went straight left. I was on the bench, like.
Oh yeah. It's
okay.
like, you know what? Because it's what I love. What I loved about Sunny Hill is dudes were getting checked in there. Dudes were straight getting checked.
We got him back. We got him back. We got the star back. The star is back.
You back?
You back, brother?
Hey, listen, man.
Listen.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I apologize, man, for all these interruptions, man.
Don't worry about it, man. You taking calls, man. You taking calls.
Metro. They done now. We know you about to get this Verizon, Xfinity.
I'm hoping. Listen, I'm hoping that y'all got some new subscribers, man.
I'm hoping that just keep pushing it out, Kev, because we try to do shows on Thursday nights and we try to do shows on Sunday because we talk about all sports and stuff like that.
Wednesday.
And Wednesday sometime. But this Wednesday for you, we're gonna
this is for you.
This Wednesday,
Sunday's for you.
Special show for Wednesday for you. But if you can get it, push it out there, get us some subscribers. We on the road to 1,000, man. We've been doing the show for a year, man. We've been doing the show for a year now. So we appreciate the support, and if you can get more subscribers over here, get the girls to come on, because we want to have more of the kids interviews than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
The process, because we want this show is for us, made by us for us. You know what I'm saying? So. We appreciate it. But, yo, what's your shout-outs before you get up out of here, before your baby girl, little girl, my niece call you and tell you, Daddy, where the hell you at? Go ahead. Give us a shout-outs, Kev.
Get my Cold Stone right.
Yeah. Okay, your signal bad again, Kev. There you go. Let's go. Oh, shit.
Oh, he's back. Nope. He's back. Oh, we almost had it.
I got it.
That's all right. We'll catch him on Thursday, right? Wednesday or Thursday.
I still want him to get his shout outs.
Oh, yeah,
Kev, give us your shout outs, Kev.
I was shouting you guys out.
You do it again then, because we didn't hear you. You got the cricket.
Y'all two. Yeah. I said shout out to y'all two, man. I appreciate y'all bringing me on. And
Hey, man. Pleasure was all
like I said, I
ours.
wish I didn't have so many interruptions. I want to shout out my coaching staff, my coach Marcellus Boone, my coach Siani Cryer, coach T.Y. Griffin, coach Pop. I mean, and I also want to shout my parents out
Most
of the
definitely.
kids that I coach, because their parents, man, just took the handcuffs off and they say, Coach, you got him. Like
Ain't nothing like it.
that.
Yep. And he's having more issues with the technical.
No,
You
he's
good?
back.
You
He's
good?
There
we go.
Man.
But shout out to Arden Reed High School in general. All the young
Back.
ladies, young men. Kev, you there?
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
go ahead, finish your shout outs, man, before your minutes run out.
Don't let him talk to you like that. Don't let him talk to you like that, Kev. Kev. Put some respect on his name.
Listen, man, I'm looking forward. I'm gonna shout out my recruiting class because I think they probably on here watching.
Okay.
And I got this.
Kev, pull over, man. Pull over where you get a good signal, bro.
Or when you get to a supermarket parking lot.
Yeah.
Whichever. Or whichever comes first.
After you finish running these errands,
After
hit
you
us
finish,
back,
make sure. I think fried fish is on sale today, so make sure you get that.
You there? You back?
Phone, man.
No,
I'm on a laptop. Whoa. Now listen, Kevin. Kevin, are you listening to me, Kevin?
Listen to me, Kevin. Kevin, we're gonna call you Kevin.
Listen, Kevin. Listen. Now listen, like just because you're little, you got a little championship,
ride your little high horse right now. You ain't gonna talk to us any kind of way, though. Not at all, bro. We love you.
We will go right back to the Leah Core Center, and I will play you one-on-one.
Exactly.
Easy.
we can go back up Simon's, had a nutcracker. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
So I think it's the y'all Wi-Fi connection or something.
No, man,
my Wi-Fi is pretty good from over here.
It's your wet Metro / Cricket. But Kev, man, we appreciate you locking in with us, brother, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love you, man. Congratulations on everything you're doing. Keep us posted on what's going on with you in SPYUG.
Yes.
Program that you have going on. We would love to post it and shout it out. Send us your logo so that we can give you some, you know what I mean, some more push on your program. We love you, brother. Until next time, man, with Coach Kev, he'll be back eventually.
Probably this week.
We see him Wednesday. We'll see him Wednesday. But shout out once again the champion.
There you go.
Arden Reed girls basketball team.
Say it again.
Zay, thanks for locking in with us, Zay. Tell your teammates we're gonna see y'all on Wednesday night.
Definitely. Thank you,
y'all
Drew.
better be prepared. Y'all gotta be prepared. Miss Charmaine, Zay, Jew. Thank y'all for locking in with us, and make sure y'all hit that like button. We appreciate y'all. Until next time with Coach Kev. We'll see you next time, Coach Kev. Wednesday. We'll see you Wednesday, Coach Kev.
And once again, congratulations, ladies.
Yes, most definitely. Hold on. Oh, SB, you back? It's good to see you back, brother. I mean, I ain't know, we didn't know what was going on with you, brother. You tell us. Best tennis player. What up, best tennis player?
Family issues. Had to get a phone call. Family issues.
Oh, okay.
Everything okay?
I mean, at the moment, I'm finna hurt my uncle in a second. That's about it. That's it.
Shit.
Man, I'm praying for you, bro.
Leave that off. Yeah,
disrespectful, man. You know.
I dig it because I got an uncle that's the same way, and my mom, as bad as she want me to clock him, they like, no, it ain't gonna help anything. Shout out to the best tennis player. I ain't seen you in a while, brother. He's a shout out family. We hype with the tennis player household. The Manchester United won the cup today. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Rusty. Hey, Rusty, I ain't seen you in a minute.
Hey, what's up,
Russ?
brother?
Great show. We appreciate it, man. We had Coach Kevin Slaughter of Arden Reed Charters High School. He was on here today. They just won the Public League Girls Basketball Championship, and we will have them on another show on Wednesday because they having another show. they having another game, and Kev's trying to come back. So I'm trying to see if we can get Kev back. Let's see if we can get Kev. Kev, you hear us? Kev can't hear us.
Yeah, Kev can't hear us.
Kev,
Kev is probably in the super. He's probably in the supermarket.
Kev,
now.
give it. All right, give us your shout out so you can get off your cricket and tend to the things you need to attend to.
This guy. You
Go
see
ahead,
this
man.
guy,
Give us your shout outs, Kev. Kev?
I'm gonna see y'all Wednesday, man. I'm gonna see y'all Wednesday.
All right, and I'll call you and let you know the exact time and everything, brother.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Love
All
you.
right,
Be
Kev.
safe, bro.
Later, coach.
All right, y'all.
Later.
Later. That was the great Coach Kevin Slaughter of the Public League Girls Champions, Auden Reed, Charter High School.
Yes, sir.
That's winning basketball, Casey. Something you don't know nothing about winning. Being a
absolutely.
fan to win the basketball.
He's
I know I missed that, but was he capping about? Did Russ do a good job? Was he capping
did.
about Russ?
No,
We started off with a little bit of rust,
He's
man.
a liar because he can't do what he did on the Lakers. That man had 7 turnovers and fouled out. He played bad.
I mentioned the 7 turnovers, and
They act like it don't exist.
I didn't say that he didn't exist. I didn't say that he didn't exist, but he was feeding. Listen,
he clips like Russ hooping. I looked at the stat, and then I looked at I'm like,
Well, some of those
SB
turnovers.
got
Listen, some of those turnovers were coming from like.
Pause. SB got on here late, right?
Yeah.
And then he's right at your neck, K. So this is personal. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just sit back.
I know he was gonna cap because he literally playing the same. He did the same stuff he did the Lakers. It looked a little better because the guy he passed the ball to in the corner hit a 3. But man had 7 turnovers and fouled out, and the team gave up 170 points.
176.
Let
me know when you want me to hit the buttons.
He didn't explain, please.
Well, okay. Are you going to hit the joint again? Because I like that one. Are you going to hit the joint again?
Which one?
The movie trailer.
Oh, the movie trailer? Oh, okay.
No, not yet. Save it because he finna say something.
We are about to witness Mr. KC and his explanation.
I got nothing.
The Clippers giving up 184 points.
9, 8, 6, 5,
That's okay. That's okay.
2, 1, go. Yo, I got nothing, man. Listen, okay, all right. Russ to me had a good game despite the 7 turnovers. I mean, because some of those turnovers were like off of passes.
I forgot to ask Kev what's a good turnover.
Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, a couple of those turnovers were like passes that were like a little too hot or something like that. Whatever the case may be, like. I mean, but he wasn't making like bad turnovers. Like, oh man, like you're costing us the game or something like that. I mean, the turnovers that cost us the game were those 2 back-to-back turnovers from Mason Plumlee. Like, because they kept knocking the ball out of his hand and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and those WTF turnovers that Paul George did back-to-back too. Mm-hmm. When he passed the ball to the same spot twice, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, but I mean, by the end of the day, I mean. If this is the team that's like not putting up numbers like that and giving up numbers like that, but if this is like the healthy team that I'm seeing out here, like a healthy PG, a healthy Kawhi, Russ, we don't have to worry about Westbrook. But I mean, that team was out there. I think also what we needed too, we also needed Zubac too, because Zubac was out. We probably need him to. They needed interchange and stuff like that. But yeah. I mean, the 7 turnovers, hey, listen, man. I mean, I think Russell Westbrook's turnovers, I think PG's turnovers and Mason Plumlee's turnovers were worse than Russell Westbrook's turnovers. To me, to be honest with you, because we had control. We had control in the fourth quarter.
Are you talking about one particular turnover, or are you talking about 7?
Well, like I said, a couple of those.
Because that's the issue is not the one turnover. The issue is the total of 7. What's up, Pop?
Hey, what's up, Dad? Larry's saying what's up to you. Hey, what's up? Hey. Yo, this guy.
Got that Barney purple on, you know what I mean? I got that Barney purple on, dog.
I'm gonna tell him you said that too.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man.
But yeah, like a couple of those turnovers were just like stuff. Maybe like just a little bit out of control, a little bit.
A little bit out of control.
Just a little bit out of control. But to make up for it, he wasn't taking a whole lot of threes. I think he maybe took like 2 threes. I think he made 1 out of 2 or something like that. Then the rest of that stuff was going to the free throw line and laying the ball up. I don't know where SB
game. I think he played the excellent game. But like I was saying about the whole trade in the first place was, can the Clippers afford those extra non-possession, 9-shot turnovers? Like those possessions when they lose a shot on, it's going to come crucial when it comes to them because they're a team that need every possession.
We do, and then Kawhi can't score. Kawhi
7
can't
turnovers.
Score 40. He can't go score 44.
You say 7 turnovers, and then you say, all right, out of those 7 turnovers, 3 of them are lost possessions. 3 to 4 of them are lost possessions, and y'all go to double overtime. So
4 was good. Yeah,
let's think about, you know what I'm saying? You think about that. 4 turnovers, 3 to 4 turnovers is extra possessions of a bucket. A chance of a bucket, and that overtime could be eliminated. Not saying turnovers in general, but we just talking about Russ right now. We just talking about Russ in general because turnovers is going to happen during the game no matter who it is. But his turnovers is going to be quote unquote.
They're going to be magnified a little bit more because he's Russell Westbrook.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what
and
I mean?
Then the 7. Like it ain't like it's 4. You say 4, that's just Russ. Y'all can play through that.
And I think a regular player gets like 3,
they
right?
Get 3.
At least
You get
3, 4, maybe?
3 your question. At 3, Russ is like, we know 4 and 5 is about to come. Like,
and then luckily, like with some of those turnovers, thank goodness that Sacramento went down there and we got the block back. So there was one time when Russ turned the ball over. Don't talk turnovers, kid. He don't know the difference between just like an. Oh man, whatever. I don't know what. Daryl, you still owe me some food, bro.
I
mean, you can't talk. You still don't squelch. He's squelching on his bet. He's squelching on his bet.
Man, dang, Daryl, the season been over for a while too.
It has, man. And what
you
was
need
Chicago's?
his cash at? Daryl, you need to send your cash at.
It's cool. It's cool. Hey. I'll get it. I should just go to him and get it from him.
Daryl,
he gonna come on site. Yeah, I'm going to your job and get it from him.
He say he gonna come on site, dog.
Yo, Daryl Scott work here?
Daryl Scott worked for himself, but he's a contractor and he got a lot of weapons.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Like, Daryl Scott here? Well, I'm thinking that's something I'll find it myself.
I just walk in, move out my way.
I'll find him. Yeah, but luckily a couple of those times when Russ turned the ball over, we got right back on defense and we like made them turn over too, so it kind of like canceled out. But there was a couple of times when Russell turned the ball over and that joint ended up in a 3, like in overtime, the first overtime. Like I forgot how he turned the ball over. I think it was like an errant pass or something like that. I think he probably saw something that he thought was there, but it wasn't there, and they probably like kind of maybe looked at the other person too long, and they just knocked it out or whatever the case may be. That ended up in a Malik Monk 3, and Malik Monk was already hot with like 30 something. So in overtime, off the bench, who do I know who came off the bench and dropped 45? Not even Jordan could do that.
Let me think. Jamal Crawford.
Did he come off the bench? Did he drop
JC mainly was coming off the bench.
30 something?
That was with y'all.
Or did he start?
That was with y'all.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, we had to look that up.
I'm gonna look into that. But it was still a great performance nonetheless.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it in his eyes that Malik Monk was out to prove something to somebody. I'm sure he was probably chirping with probably with Russ and stuff like that, back and forth and everything. But yeah, but all to say is a good game. How do you feel about the Sixers and Celtics game last night? Did you get a chance to watch that?
Great game. Doc Rivers being out coached again. And the players are trying to win it on their behalf because it ain't gonna be the coaching that's gonna get them the victory. I think it was a great game by both teams. Tatum just hit a bigger shot, and then B hit a great shot, but it just was a maybe like
That shot, I mean,
2/10 of a second too late. You know what I'm saying?
um, I,
But it shouldn't have even really came down to that. There was tug of war that last minute and a half, and
I mean, you know what? Also, I have to give credit to Marcus Smart too for making that pass.
yeah,
That pass was on the money. That pass, the bounce was on the money, the angle was on the money, and everything. Because that thing has to be
or for his
like
big
you
shot,
have
bro.
to bounce that thing in a certain place at a certain time for that ball to get there like that. And he caught it.
Our
Two
guy,
steps.
our guy is locked in with us. Best of 7 Sports Talk. What up, brother? Salute to you, the dynamic duo. Hey,
Oh,
man, we
thanks, man.
appreciate that,
You, man. Thank you,
Appreciate
thank you,
y'all,
thank you. I got
man.
my tie on today. I'm looking
Yeah, he
halfway
looking very
decent.
Men in Blackish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He put a
looking,
pin near the phone, put a pin near this camera. He might disappear. I don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen with that best of 7. Yo, if you got a second or two, if you want to join join the podcast, you can join the podcast. You know, we got a few more minutes, and I mean, you ain't gotta be here too long, brother.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want to join.
Yeah, I was watching. Speaking of which,
He says spiffy. Like,
speaking of which,
subscribe.
I was watching some. I was watching that old. It was on YouTube too. It was it Memphis? Oh, it was Memphis and Gonzaga. Oh man, let me tell you how
didn't watch
Jalen Duren. Let me tell you how Jalen Duren was
old game.
was killing.
The big boy from that went like 6 overall, something like that. Man, I don't pay attention to that shit. Trash.
Yeah, I was like, ooh. Then he
Do you
because he tried to flop. He tried to flop, and he still dunked on it like boom, and he just looked over him like,
Hey, Best of 7 said I'm at a party, but I'm locked into y'all stream. Please book me this week to talk to NBA. All right, cool. I appreciate that, bro. We appreciate you locking in and hitting that like button and all that stuff, brother. It's nothing like it, man. The support is real, man. Free support. You can't miss it. You can't be bad of it, man. Make sure y'all locking the Best of 7 Sports Talk. He's on YouTube as well, and
already
Instagram, and on Facebook. He got a little group that's going on there with us. Oh, you got to hit that. I got to send you the link and stuff for the chats and all that stuff too, Kay.
Okay.
He said make sure Kay get it. But Best of 7,
okay.
we appreciate you, bro.
thank you, best of 7.
You know what I'm saying? He trying to make stuff happen with us content creators, man. Especially with somebody new like myself that can learn from all y'all like I've been doing. Hey, man, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like
Also,
a brotherly camaraderie. You know what I'm saying?
Also, shout out to the Terps too. The Terps actually just beat number 21 Northwestern. Not too
They
long
just beat
ago.
somebody else a couple weeks ago, right? That was a ranked team or something like that.
Purdue.
Okay, yeah, them. How do you feel about the Florida State game?
Florida State and Miami.
Yes, Florida
Oh
State.
man, yeah, they were getting it in. They were getting it in, and it was a lot of half court heaves this weekend. If I can, if I can say that.
Big shots. Florida State
Lots
pull
of
out a
big shots,
victory
man.
with a buzzer beater after Miami hit a corner 3 to take the lead.
They were playing. They
They
were
was
playing. And
playing
that was
hard.
it was a good
Long.
comeback too.
Shout out
And
to
that's just what
and
you
Wooga.
want. And that's just what you want to see in the ACC basketball.
Yeah.
Even though it's a 25-point comeback, I don't know what Larinaga is going to say about that. But
Listen,
I mean,
it happens.
it happens. I mean, guess what? You'll see him. Guess what? Circle that team on the calendar. Hopefully, you'll see him in the ACC tournament. You probably won't because you got like a 2-game bye. And if the ACC tournament started off now, I think Miami probably wouldn't be playing for like the quarters or something like that. So they got like a 2-game bye, and everybody else had to they have to play. But yeah, man, yeah, it was a good game because I watched that game all the way through.
What's up, Tiff? Somebody came to the office today. She said, "Salute, guys. Didn't know you guys weren't on today."
Yeah,
Tiff, you work in the office? I'm kind of confused with that one. But okay.
yeah.
As long as you clocked in. We know you're on the clock right now, so okay, Tiff. I'm gonna let you slide.
So I mean, now it's about that time now. I mean, even in the NBA, like now we're starting to look more at the
Playoff.
teams a little bit more closely now because
Playoff runs.
with that loss, the Clippers. I think were we in 4th? With that loss, I think we went to like damn near 6. I mean, it's that close. It's just that much of a cluster in the Western Conference. And it's going to get even more tougher because now that KD is going to be coming back probably like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that, or whatever day he's coming back. we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on all these different teams. Dallas Mavericks are looking pretty good. They finally put Luka and Kyrie out there together, and when it came out pretty good. But even though they were playing against the San Antonio Spurs, I mean, whatever. But I want them to play against maybe a Denver Nuggets or the Memphis Grizzlies, who Denver also had an off night last night too as well. Yeah, I mean that West is super crowded. The East is crowded too, but not as crowded as the West.
I want to say something though. Me and the wife had our anniversary this week, so Thursday we went to Chef Tobias. Anybody that watches the HGTV, the cooking shows and all that stuff, when they had the top chefs and all that stuff, we went to Chef Tobias restaurant. It's called Hancho House. I got a privilege and an honor to meet him. Wife is a big fan of him. We took pictures with him. Exchange numbers.
There you go.
Eventually, we're gonna have Chef Tobias on here, and he used to play in the league.
Yeah,
never knew that. So Chef Tobias will be on the show eventually. We're gonna lock it in eventually, but his building in which he has his restaurant is in Maryland, and you have to book an appointment. My wife booked this appointment back in November, and the appointment was just this past week. But let me see if I can share my screen real fast. So anybody that's looking for an outing, and let me make this spotlight 1 second. There we go. Chef Tobias is at his reservations. You gotta book online. It's a great restaurant. When I say the food, when I say customer service, the music, everything was great. When I say great, this area right here is where if you I don't know if you buy a VIP or whatever the case may be, if you pay more, he cooks for you right there in front of him. Right there, he serves you your food and all that stuff. But yeah, it's at 6451 American Boulevard, Suite 101, Hyattsville, Maryland. Zip code 20782. When I say this place is great, we are going back.
I'm on it.
Multiple times.
I'm on it because I'm a food guy. I like food.
And I had the Asian spiced shrimp.
Ooh.
I had a steak and had mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh, my wife.
Steak and mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
man,
that's what I had.
That's what I had. I am so.
That's what I had. And my wife had the stuff. That's Chef Tobias right there. Right here. That's Chef Tobias right there.
Okay.
This is a little bit how the restaurant looks.
Yeah, I mean, just the ambiance right there itself looks good.
Yeah, you see, the guys there. Push. Yeah, but man, when I say the place is great, we're looking forward to having him on the show eventually.
I definitely want to hear about the journey. I definitely want to hear about this journey.
Yeah, but definitely, it's really, yeah. Yep, yeah, really part of Maryland, Tiff. Really part of Maryland. Yep. But yeah, that place was great. We really his engagement with all his cooks that's in there and everything. I second to none. And I've seen some great places, but for us to own a building, own a place like that, and have the camaraderie and everything that goes on, because you know how we'll own something and then you get in there and be like, oh my gosh, they could do it better. Like, why is this this way? Why
criticizing?
Is that that way?
Criticizing
everything.
Looking
like, oh my gosh, this is not going to be it. They had the music playing, R&B. People that was sitting at the VIP area over there, that the counter, they started singing and stuff. Everybody started, a little singing. Like, it was it was nice. Really? It was very, very, very nice. Him and his partner Aaron, who we got a chance to meet as well. Aaron hooked us up, so shout out to Aaron and Chef Tobias. Aaron gave us a couple free drinks and stuff for our anniversary and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it was great. It was a great outing, and I very seldomly go out to dinners and stuff like that, except with the wife. I don't go out like that. But
Right.
I recommend y'all try to get to Maryland. When I say I'm cutting the steak almost with just the knife itself, like.
Woo, that's what I like too.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm more of a. So do you do like well done or
yes,
medium
well
rare?
done, well done.
Okay, I do well done.
Look, even when I always said well done, the waiter was like, well done, like he know, like they say you want it like medium rare. I don't like that red.
No, I like the red stuff. Like I want it done and dead.
I want it good dead.
I want it dead. I don't care if you gotta chase. I don't care if you gotta chase the cow in the kitchen. Get him.
Shout out to Chef Tobias and Aaron and the rest of the crew there at Huncho's house in Maryland. Please if y'all can make y'all way there. If y'all ever foodies or want to get there to get something to eat, or want to go out to eat, take your wife out for a little ride, or your lady out for a little ride, or your man, or take your husband out for a ride to go out and get something to eat.
For all you ladies out there who talk about
out there, right? Make sure y'all get to 6451 American Boulevard, Suite 101 is right on the corner. They got a parking lot right down the street from it. Hyattsville, Maryland, 20782.
You know you're going to get talked to at dinner. You know that, right?
It
for
is
that
what
little comment.
They're closed Sunday through Tuesday, but they're open Wednesday through Saturday, 5:30 to 10:30. And you can reach him on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, I guess. I never knew that.
There it is.
Yeah, but that's what it is, man. Chef Huncho, Huncho House, Chef Tobias. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. Had to tell them, make sure I.
Yeah. Yep. So that's pretty much it, man. In a nutshell, man. We had a great interview.
Great interview.
Great Kevin Slaughter.
Yes, sir.
And we're definitely gonna be getting back with them later this week on Wednesday, probably Wednesday or Thursday, either or. And we'll have more NBA, more college. High school games are starting to heat up now because they're starting to go in the States. Also, March is right around the corner, so the conference tournaments are going to be heating up. So just watch out for that too. Hopefully, you can cheer for your favorite college team, see how they do. And shout out to the Wolf Band, my man Guido. And that's pretty much it for my shout out. Shout out to my family. Shout out to Dad. Shout out to Kyle and Trent and everybody.
Shout out to SB.
Yeah, shout out to SB.
Shout out to SB. He tried to lock him. He had some issues going on, which we understand, brother. Man, take care of the family and what you got to take care of.
Most def.
Go ahead, can you finish the shout out?
I am finished my shout out, sir.
Shout out to my daughter, Anela. Her 18th birthday was yesterday. Enjoyed it. She's grown up so fast. Shout out to Huncho House. Shout out to championship coach Kevin Slaughter, Zay, and Miss Charmaine and Jew, former players of the team. Congratulations to Shay, all of y'all from on Read. We'll have y'all on here Wednesday night. Look forward to that. Shout out to my daughters, Alyssa as well. Wife, happy anniversary. What else? Who else? Man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. There's just so many shout outs that you don't want to miss nobody, but you say certain things, you're just like, oh damn, I should have said this, should have said that.
Right.
But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that locked in with us and will watch the video. Please like and subscribe, share. We trying on the road to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. We need the 1,000 subscribers, man. Let's get this monetized. We got merch and everything coming. Website we're gonna get a little website so you can have clips where you can go, just say stuff on. I'm trying. We're working. We working over here.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
On behalf of your man Next Step and your man Men in Black over there. Shout out to my man Kevin Slaughter once again. The Auto Read Public League champion girls basketball team. MOTEP Charter boys basketball champions. I wish we'd have got. If we knew the score of the Penn Charter.
On the Penn Charter game. I think, shout out to my man James. I think they're still playing right now.
Okay. So hopefully Penn Charter wins this game. Leah and the crew.
Leah and Ryan. Shout out. So, shout out to Coach Bree.
Coach Bree, yeah. So and everybody else we missed. The seniors, Sam Sessoms, Naj. Congratulations on a great NBA. I mean, I said NBA. College careers. And we'll get to the rest of y'all that we missed. Please let us know.
Yep.
But with that being said, you're in the basement with your boy Next Step in who?
Okay.
SB Sports Talk. SB Talk Sports. Real takes over fake debates. And Black Psychologist Podcast. Appreciate y'all, the other brothers in the panel. Until next week. Well, next week. This week coming, Wednesday. Look out for us to have another interview with Kevin Slaughter and the Honorary Girls Basketball Public League champions as they embark on another championship for the states on Thursday. So we had an interview with the team as well as Coach Kev and on Wednesday night. So with that being said, we say peace. Until next time, your boy, Next Step. And who?
Okay.
We out of here.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas just need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes. While I take totes, relax and take notes. While I take totes of the marijuana smoke, relax and take notes.